We're live here, so hey, good morning, all you people who are here. Look, I have chat going today. I didn't have this yesterday, but Christy, Len, thanks for being here. Chris Shells, thank you so much. J-Man, thank you so much for helping me this morning with some of these controls. And Craig Hasser, great to see you. And I really want to thank you guys yesterday who, when I was broadcasting yesterday, people were saying, listen, we can't see you, we can't hear you, whatever. So I was getting these messages, and so all you could see was just me with my arms up in the air with my yellow shirt on. So I didn't realize that. So thank you so much, everybody, for reaching out and helping me. Now, what I want to do in these shows, I want to kind of recap what I just learned, what I just heard from the Dr. Doug Fireball show, which comes on right before this show, comes at 8 o'clock Pacific time every single 5 days a week. And I've been doing it for about the past month. I'll listen to what he has to say, write down the things that he has to say. So now I'm getting more of the information because I'm hearing it, I'm writing it, and then I write it into Facebook, and then I read it again. So what I do at that point, I actually get that message about 4 times. It's just so cool because it's the old learn, do, teach, invest, learn, teach philosophy that a lot of really smart people use. Now, I am not smart, so what I do, I like to learn from what other smart people do and then do what they do. So when you share things, and share is one of the big words for me. When you share things, you get so much more of it. You get it so much more. So that's what I do with the Dr. Doug Fireball show. I would write it down and share it on my Facebook wall, so then I get that message a lot more. Now today, Angel Balachowski was on there, and they alternate. Dr. Doug, I think he probably does 3 days a week, and then Jackson Kelly does a day, and Angel Balachowski does a day. And I have to honestly say, when J-Man, Jackson Kelly, or Angel Balachowski do their little talk, it's only about 10 minutes long. You don't really miss a beat. They are just as fired up as Dr. Doug is, and it's incredible. You know, it's all about hanging around people who are doing great things, and they've learned that lesson, and now I'm starting to learn that lesson. Did somebody say refresh? It has started. If you okay, so they're talking to somebody else. I think. Can you guys all see me and hear me? Hey Tara, how are you, Tara? Great to see you there. Can you write in the chat if you guys can see and hear me? I just want to make sure you can see that. You can see and hear me. Because I don't want a replay. I don't want a replay of yesterday. But so I'm going to go ahead and assume you guys can see and hear me. But today on the Dr. Doug show was Angel Balachowski. And Angel was talking about a short little video that I shared on my wall called "By Simple Truths," and it's the extra degree. It's 212 degrees is the boiling point for water. If you use the metric or use a Fahrenheit system, if 211 degrees is hot, but it's not boiling. It's not that extra degree that you need. 212 degrees, boiling water can propel a locomotive, a steam train. That's when it makes steam. When water boils, it becomes steam. So the extra little degree that you have to do things. And then Angel was talking about today about consistency, and she's also talking about getting down bad days, about what happens when you're having a bad day and you just don't feel like doing things. And we all have those days. You know, we listen to motivational talks, we get inspired, we hang around people who are like really inspirational. But then what do you do when things just don't go well, when you have a bad day? Things just don't seem like you feel like giving up. And that's what she was talking about. She was talking about like giving up. She even mentioned it to her daughter, like, oh, that's it. I'm just going to go back and go find a job. And you know, and we all get like that a lot. We all get those days where we're really frustrated. But if you're consistent, if you consistently hang around people who are going to pour into you, and then if you do that, you're always gonna be there. You're always gonna be around people. And you know, I learned it a long time ago. I want to share this a long time ago. When I had the stroke, when I first came on Facebook, and I created the website and the Facebook page, strokesuck.com. I didn't have a clue what I was doing because I never had a stroke before. And so I didn't have any knowledge. I don't have any information about what to expect. So I went out there and started just talking about asking other people what their experiences were. And so I started hanging around with other people, and that's why I learned things. And then I would share those things on that Facebook wall. And then it just grew, and it grew and became, and I just started sharing inspirational stuff. I started looking out on YouTube and different places where I can start sharing things that are going to uplift people. And it just became a thing where we developed a whole bunch of prayer warriors, right? And I'm going to talk about warriors here in just a little bit, but everybody had a little issue. Everybody had some challenges. So what we would do, we would share ways to inspire people, to encourage people, help people become better. So we developed these things called prayer warriors. And if somebody was having a bad day, or if somebody was, like somebody's sick or somebody was dying or whatever, we would rally the troops, and it would be posted on my wall or on the Facebook page that I had, which I still have, Stroke Suck. And we would pray for that person. And the power of prayer works. And not everybody is religious or is a Christian or whatever. So they might just say, well, happy wishes or good thoughts. It doesn't really matter a real lot. I think it's just the transference of energy and knowing that somebody is thinking about you. That's really important. I'm not saying I don't know. I don't want to get myself in trouble with religious people or Christian people or whatever, but I believe in God. I mean, I'm going to go on record to say that I know that there's a God. But even if you don't, even if you're just invoking the great spirit, whatever, when people know you care about them, it makes a big difference. You feel better. And that's what led me into this, to practice gratitude warriors. If you're a gratitude warrior, you're telling somebody that you're grateful for them, and people appreciate that. They like that. If I'm saying I'm grateful for Craig Hessler, and I mention a reason why I'm grateful for him, or Tara Ann Moffat, I'm grateful for you because you're doing your own gratitude things, and then it makes people feel good. It all ties into the angel's message today about consistency, about what do you do when things are bad for you? Focus on, not take the focus off yourself and go to somebody else. Go give it to somebody else. Tell somebody else that you care about them. Lift somebody up the mountain a little bit. And I used that analogy yesterday that nobody could see, but I hopefully you could hear me. But I talked about that yesterday. It's like we're all climbing up a mountain. We're all, if you're real down, you're not even at the bottom of the mountain. You're in the valley, but you're in the valley below. You're in the thing because I called the abyss. And I've been in the abyss where it's like where nothing is good. It's like, oh my God, you really can't go any deeper than that. But you want to go up there. You want to go up the hill. You don't know how to get there. The best way to do it is to start helping somebody else up. You help up one person just a little bit at a time, and then they'll help you up a little bit at a time. And then you start going just one step at a time. Just start going up there. Just keep going one step at a time. And next thing you know, you're not in the abyss anymore. You're looking around. You can start seeing, hey, I can see something. There's a lot more to go. But you start stepping up, you start going a little bit more every single day. And if you do that every single day, if you practice who you're grateful for, and now we're going into another one. Now we're going into another warrior, a love warrior. Because when you practice gratitude, when you practice that, you start looking at the reasons why you love people. You start looking at reasons why somebody is good. Why is Len Mooney a good guy? I could probably point out some things about Len or Jackson Kelly that maybe some people might not like about those people. I might say, well, you know what, you guys, you did this one time, or you said this, or you know what, I'm sure somebody could probably even say that about me. A lot, probably mostly about me. But everybody has flaws. Everybody has little weaknesses. Everybody has some things that maybe not everybody is going to like or be proud of. But you know what? We all have way more better things about us than we have the little flaws. So when we look at the things why people are good, what they have to offer, and you become a love warrior, and then next thing you know, because when you practice gratitude, you become a love warrior, and then things just become, you start looking at all the good that people have to share. And that's what the world needs. The world needs that. Yesterday I shared that, I always post a lot of positive stories and things like that. And somebody said, well, at least there's still some good in the world. There's a lot of good in the world. There's way more good in the world than there is not good in the world. But we hear about the bad things. When you turn on the news, or even if you're on Facebook and you look over at the little right-hand side, you get those stories about 14 people killed here, or this happened here, or mudslide. You hear about these things. It's the negative stuff has the press. They have better marketing. The negative stories have better marketing. Satan has better marketing than God does. So it's up to us to stay consistent and to surround ourselves with people who are going to support us on our journey and are going to make us better and help us to grow. And that's why I have chosen to listen in before this show every single day, 5 days a week, to listen into the Dr. Doug Fireball show, because he's a part of our one more warrior coming up, our wellness warriors. He's a part of our wellness warrior. So far I mentioned our prayer warriors, our gratitude warriors, our love warriors, and now our wellness warriors. And wellness warriors is about us becoming better. It's about us becoming healthier and showing other people how they can do the same sort of a thing, how we can all grow and be healthy and not put bad things into our body. We put good things into our body, whether we put them on our body or in our body. Just move away from the bad things, move towards the good things. Same thing with your attitude. Same thing with what Angel was saying today. Stay away from all the negativity that's out there and surround yourself with people who are going to support you on your journey. Dr. Doug Fireball's show is one of those shows. He's like that. And then you get Angel Belichowski, you get Jackson Kelly pouring into you these positive things. It's so important to stick around with people like that. You know, Jim Rohn always said that. He always says, you got to guard the garden of your mind. You have to guard it. You got to stand guard, because the weeds are going to grow. They're going to come in. Life has a lot of moving parts to it. There's always things are going to happen. If we just sat there, the negativity is just going to come. It's just going to come because it's out there. There's weeds are going to come to the wind. They're going to get in together. So you have to go out there and physically remove those things. Remove them and hang around people who are going to support you on your journey. And then the last warrior that I want to mention is your abundance warrior. So I've got 5 warriors that I like to surround myself with. I made a post a while back and said, are you a warrior or are you a warrior? I choose to hang around with warriors. Now, abundance warriors are the people that the people that I'm hanging around with here are all going to be. By the end of this year, 2016, if you hang around with us, if you hang around the people that I mentioned, and you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, you are going to be an abundance warrior. Because you're going to be hanging around other abundance warriors, and we're going to be financially free. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to talk about finances. They want everything. You say, okay, you want love, you want all these other sort of things. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with having financial freedom. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, God wants us to be financially free, because then we can help out more people. Look at the things that you can do. Now, Len Moody and I, we're on day 74 right now of a 90-day wealth building plus program, where we put money into our financial freedom account every single day, where we do certain things, we read them all. It's consistency every single day. He does a video one day, I do a video the next day. It's consistency. And when you do something every single day, you learn things. You all of a sudden, things start to become you. The gratitude videos that I did every day last year, it became me. It propelled, made me into a love warrior, where now I just love people. And now, through my association with Jackson Kelly, Angel Belichowski, Dr. Doug Fireball, Christi Kelly, I'm a wellness warrior now. Now I am learning how to take better care of myself, health-wise, because I need that. We all need that. We all need to take better care of our health, because if we don't, then we're going to just, well, I don't want to even say what's going to happen to you. I don't even like to think about the negative things, and then we're all going to become abundance warriors by hanging around people like that are going to share things. Now, tomorrow, I'm having a really big guest coming out here tomorrow, and it's a guy named Noah St. John. Now, Noah St. John is the creator of a thing called afformations. Not affirmations, afformations. And what they are, it's a different way to rephrase questions, different way to phrase, say like, why does my life suck? Well, you're asking a question. And then your mind is going to be looking for that answer, and mind's going to say something like, well, your life sucks because you're a jerk, or why am I so fat all the time? Why can't I ever lose weight? Well, because you're eating a lot of Twinkies. You're eating Little Debbie's. You're eating Ho-Hos all the time. So you have to change your mindset. So he would say something like, well, why am I getting so healthy now? Why am I looking so much better? So now your mind's going to answer that question. It's going to say, well, because you're hanging around with more positive people, or you chose to eat better foods. So it's just a way of changing your mindset and using empowering questions. And Tony Robbins always talked about that. But it's all about just having a different thought process. So he's going to come in tomorrow, and actually he's going to be on my show tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific time, because Len Mooney and I, we do a wealth building plus webinar every Thursday night. He's going to be our guest tomorrow night. It's going to be an hour-long show, but he's also going to be a guest here tomorrow. And it's going to probably be sort of like a pre-show. I'll do some questions and answers. You guys here on the sidelines. Rick, good to see you there. You guys can all answer, ask some questions, and I'll probably read the chat, and I'll throw them back over to Noah. And he's just an incredible guy. But I want to share with you a funny little story about Noah St. John, because Noah's one of those real big guys in the personal development industry. He's one of those real big names, like a Tony Robbins sort of a guy. Maybe not quite as big as Tony Robbins, but he's a big guy. Noah St. John's a big guy. I met him a few years back, and he was on a talk show. Cindy Kubika, she does a thing where she brings on a lot of big people in the spiritual realm and different things like that. She's got a regular show that's on every, I think, 5 days a week or something like that. But I met him through there. I bought his affirmation products. That's like some downloads, and I bought his book and things like that. He just really made a big impact on my life. So I got to know him, and I started communicating with him. I was in one of his groups and things like that. And then so he actually sent me. He was going to be speaking at an event here in San Diego, and it was like a 3-day event. It cost a couple $100. So he gave me 2 free tickets. So I took a guest. And but let me backtrack just a little bit. A couple of years ago, I had a radio program called The Incredible Breakthrough Show. Now you can still find it on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Incredible Breakthrough Show, and you can see it. I have all these. I used to interview a lot of guests. I would do it once a week. It was a call-in show. So I used on my phone, and it was an hour-long show, and I had different people on there that would do some cool things. Anybody that was a lot of stroke survivors. I had a lot of stroke survivors on there, because if somebody did something cool, like they were reaching out and helping other people. They're like Mycle Brandy, who's walked across America 4 different times. He's going to be a guest on the show here next week. This guy has walked solo across America, raising awareness for stroke survivors and living a healthier lifestyle. So I would get people like that on there. I had Noah St. John on. So we did this interview for 4 hours. Hey, Alan, good to see you there. And so I had Noah St. John on for an hour. And again, like I said, Noah's one of those big guys. He doesn't have a real lot of time. He's hard to schedule. So we did the interview, and then what happened afterwards? Somehow I forgot to click record. I did not record the conversation, the whole show that I had with Noah St. John. So the whole hour was like lost. I said, oh my God! And I searched, I looked around, I couldn't figure out why the thing didn't record, because then I would put on the internet, I would do it, but I just couldn't find it. So I must be because I just did not record it. It was on SoundCloud. I just didn't record the program. So then he gave me these tickets to this event where he was going to be speaking on stage. So that was cool. So I went there. I took a guest with me, and I was going to meet him for the very first time. And I had to tell him, I had to tell Noah St. John that, hey, Noah, guess what? Remember that interview that we did? Well, it didn't record, and I was going, oh my God! I was terrified to meet him, and then to tell him this. So here we were. It was before the event, and we're walking around. There's a lot of people, and then we locked eyes. We gave each other a big hug. I met his wife, Babette, beautiful lady, really nice people. And I had to break the news. I said, "Hey, Noah, I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news." And he's like, "Oh, like what are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, remember the interview that we did? I mean, I really didn't have any good news. I just had bad news." I said, "Remember that interview that we did?" And he said, "Well, yeah." And I said, "Well, it didn't record." And he just like gave me a look like, like what? And I goes, "It didn't record. I messed up." And And he just says, well, don't worry. He said, don't worry about it. He said, we'll redo it. Just call my people and we'll reschedule. And it took about 3 or 4 weeks or so before I was able to reschedule, but he did. That's the kind of guy he was. But I was so embarrassed. It reminds me of like just here on this show, like the first couple of days, like yesterday, I did the show and I didn't even have my camera wasn't even up. So yeah, I appreciate everybody here. And it's so cool because when you do something brand new, you're going to feel stupid, and nobody wants to feel stupid. And that's the reason why a lot of people stop, they fail, they quit, because you're out of your comfort zone. Another thing that the angel was talking about today, when you want to improve, when you want to do something, when you just want to step up, you get out of your comfort zone and you don't feel comfortable. So you go back into where you felt, even if it's not good, it's comfortable. You become comfortably miserable, and it's not a place you want to go to. You don't want to be comfortably miserable. If you want to achieve, if you want to become better, you must take that step up. You must step up there. But the cool thing is when you are around other warriors, you're not alone. You're always going to be empowered by other people. People are always going to help you up that mountain. When we're all tethered together, going to climb up that mountain of success, and somebody slips and falls, because you will have bad days. Nobody's going to be happily perfect all the time. You might put a big smile on your face and pretend that you are, but life happens. Life has a lot of moving parts. You're climbing up that mountain of success, and there's rocks there. There's things. You're going to trip. You're going to fall, but you're not going to fall off. You're not going to fall off if you are around other people who are going to help you on your journey up the hill. You're not going to fall. You won't. You will succeed. You will. It's a done deal. One of the things that Dr. Doug talks about the other day is it's a done deal. When you say it in your mind, when you say it's done, it is. It's a must. It will be there. You will be there. You are abundance warriors. All you guys here that are here with me right here today, you guys are abundance warriors because you're here and you're committed to succeeding. And 2016 is going to be our very best year ever. Now, I'm going to take a look over the chat to see if anybody has any questions at all that you want me to that you want to ask me or you want to talk about. I think because even though I'm brand new with running these programs here, I know that there's a delay inside here, so it might take a little bit or something before we get there. But today I wanted this one to be a little shorter because I don't want to just ramble on about just me. Yes, we are, Christi. We are abundance warriors. It's so cool, but it's amazing. It's I know, Jackson, I need a black suit. I know. You know what? I was thinking about before I came on today. I'm thinking I'm here with a sweatshirt on, because what I would do before the Dr. Doug, before I did this show, I would already be at my run. I would already be at Fiesta Island. I already would have taken my run. I would have shot my videos. But now, because this, especially now, because I've been having some technical issues, I'm going to do that afterwards. So after the show is when I'm going to go see Andy the Groove Fiesta Island after the show. So that's why I haven't taken a shower. I'm in my sweatshirt. I'm in my that kind of clothing. So I probably won't dress all up for these shows. I probably won't be sitting here with a shirt and tie on and things like that. I'm going to go for my run right afterwards. But the good thing about that is it's going to be a lot warmer. I can probably take my sweatshirt off. So it'll probably be a lot warmer when I go and do that. But right after this show here, now before the show, you get Dr. Doug. Dr. Doug comes on for about 10 minutes, either Dr. Doug or Angel Belichowski today, and Jackson Kelly usually comes on one day a week. And then right after this show, you can get more Dr. Doug. He does the Millionaire Road Show, and Jackson will share that. He'll probably share that today on his Friday Night Live group, or he'll share it on his Facebook wall, and he might even share it on my wall as well. I didn't share that one yet today, but he comes on like at 9:04 Pacific time. It's 12:06 Eastern time, and it's an hour-long show. It's on the Millionaire Road Show. I don't know what it was, but check that out. Because this way, you need to hang around with people who are going to pour into you, and there's probably nobody better than pouring into you than Dr. Doug Fireball or Jackson Kelly or Angel Belichowski or Len Mooney. Listen, check out Len Mooney for he's got his little videos first thing in the morning. He got Len's cool. Len comes here a lot of times when he comes up to San Diego and he stays here with me. He does a coffee with Len every single morning. Yesterday I was on his show yesterday on his lunch with Len program for a few minutes. But Len does a video he's consistent. He does every single day, and he's unlike me where he keeps them short. They're only like 2 minutes. I get up on my videos and I want to keep them 2 or 3 minutes so people will watch them, but I just kind of tend to ramble like I'm doing here, like right now. I'm like rambling. So, but I am not going to be doing this kind of rambling like this so much. I just wanted to kind of say what I'm doing. What my intention is going to do is to take as many people along with us this year to become abundance warriors. I want you all to be prayer warriors. I want you all to be gratitude warriors. I want you to be love warriors. I want you to become wellness warriors. Join us in our team, and then we're all going to become abundance warriors. We're going to have more freedom. We're going to have financial freedom. We're going to be healthier. We're going to have a better mindset. We're going to have better relationships and a deeper spiritual connection with our Creator. To me, that's God. So if you hang out with me and all the other people that are here with us, you will have that. You will not fall off at a mountain. You will continue to grow. You will continue to get better and get stronger every single day. So that's my intention for you guys, for everybody that's coming along on this journey with us. And I will have a lot of guests on this show. I will have a lot of people on the show so it won't be just me rambling like I'm doing today. There will be a bunch of people on here, a lot of guests. Like tomorrow, I'm having Noah St. John. That's going to be really cool. Check that out tomorrow because he's an amazing guy. I'll put some links on after this when this thing pops today on my Facebook. Check him out. He's got a little program going on right now, a little affirmation program. He's an amazing guy. But I don't see any questions over there. I don't think I see any questions over there. We still have a few more minutes before this thing ends. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody here. Nikki, hey, thanks Nikki Harris for being here. You know, I couldn't even tell who was here, but I really want to give a big shout out to Jackson Kelly, to Chris Schaus, to Rick Johnson and Len Mooney, because you guys were all messaging me yesterday. Tell me, hey, we can't see you. We can't see you on this thing. And so they were sending me messages. Jackson even called me on the phone and told me what to do. So I listened to the playback yesterday, and it just kind of weird. But those are the things that happen when you do something brand new. You're going to fall. You're gonna hurt your knees. That is going to happen. You're going to feel uncomfortable. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about feeling uncomfortable. And I mentioned that yesterday in yesterday's show. It doesn't bother me anymore. 9 years ago, I couldn't move. I was paralyzed, and I was drooling, I'm sitting there and my face was distorted, and they told me I probably never would walk ever again. So, when you go through something real bad, it's good because it makes you stronger. It makes you better. So you don't care about the little things. I mean, you still don't want to feel bad. You still don't want to look bad in front of other people, but so what? You know what I mean? Life goes on. We're all going to grow. We're all going to get better. And the most important thing is to keep that positive mental attitude. Hang around with people like that are here right now. All these other abundance warriors, gratitude warriors, wellness warriors, love warriors, and prayer warriors. Thank you so much, guys. So I'm going to end the show here today. So we'll see you. Make sure you come back tomorrow. Watch Dr. Doug Fireball Millionaire Roadshow right after this one here to keep it going. Just keep plugged in, and then come back tomorrow. And then Thursday night, Len Mooney and I, that's tomorrow night, we're having Noah St. John on our program. So check that out. It's going to be really a lot of fun. Okay, guys. So thank you again so much for coming here today. So we'll see you tomorrow then. So have yourself a great day, filled with positive momentum, because you guys are freaking amazing, and I love you. I'm grateful for you. And who are you grateful for today? I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.